All right, guys, this is my 2005 Porsche 911. It's a 997.1. Today, we're going to take the front bumper off. First step, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the side markers. Let me show you how to do that. This is my 2005 Porsche 911 997.1, and I'm gonna show you how to remove the little side markers here. So there is just a little spring back here and a clip up front. So the easiest way is just to take a little trim removal tool, or you can actually just take your hands and slide it across the front of this and just push it to the back a little bit, just far enough to get this clip out. Once you get it back just a little bit, you can just reach your hand under there and pull it out towards you, and you'll see these little clips right here. The clip was holding it under there, and then you just take it out in the back and you can see the spring right here. So if you have this out and you want to remove it completely, there's just a little electrical connector. You press right here with your thumb on this metal tab. And you slide it out like that. It can be a little stuck, but that's the secret. There you go. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is remove the front two wheels and raise this car up a little bit. You can do it with the wheels on, I believe, and you can just turn them in or out as you do each side of this, but it's easier if you take them off, and it's a lot easier for me to show you because we're gonna have to remove the inner wheel well liner here. So while it's still on the ground and the wheel won't turn, I'm going to break loose my lug nuts down here, and then I'm gonna raise it just a little bit till it's just barely off the ground. Remove them the rest of the way, take the wheel off. All right, once we have our wheel off, we can see in here really easily we have some T25s. We have 1, 2, and then up here on the top, this one is tucked underneath your upper one, and these two up here hold both of those on, so you have to take all 4 of those off. All right, so again at the T25, we're just going to take these out. And they just look like this, screws with a big head. Now, when we take it out, you'll see that this piece actually comes under here, and this panel right here is part of this single piece. So there is another one right here on the corner. And you can just kind of push on it and see what is all one piece. And then there's one over here and one up here at the corner. So you have to remove all 3 of these on the bottom. So mine over here, I don't have that one anymore, but you can see that this is some aerodynamics to help push the air down to hit the bottom of your tire as it's coming through. Same with this here, but now this should all be separate, and you should just be able to get out. All right. All right, so that's all detached there. And then I'm just gonna come in, pull it down. Just kind of be a little bit gentle with it. Mine is all destroyed. All right, let's do a little wrestling with mine. Okay, so that is what this thing looks like on the front and the back. Here's our 2 clips where those go into, and yeah, mine's got a nice little crack in it there. All right, while we're over here, you see I have the headlight washer option on mine. I guess probably almost all of them do, I'm not sure. But anyway, there should be a little clip here on this hose that's tucked away in the front, and you just kind of pull the clip off. So it just looks like that. It's just holding these two pieces together. You're gonna have to separate them because the top part is staying with the car. The bottom part is gonna come off with the bumper. This just holds your washer fluid that goes to those lights. Nothing came out of mine, but don't be surprised if some washer fluid comes out when you open it up. Now that we're in here, you can see where the other two bolts on the lower piece of that bolted onto. You can have access to the fan behind your radiators now. Okay, and so right under here, you can see we got one more of these little bolts hiding. That's just right here on the corner. That is what keeps this part nice and flush and firm. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that one. Also a T25. So we can just come straight up here. Straight down. So these are the four that were on the inside. The two that were underneath are a little bit smaller. And this one that was under there is actually shaped a little bit differently. So I'm gonna keep that one separate. So now you should have some play here. At this point, I'm gonna come over to the right side of the car and do the exact same thing. Those two, these two down here, and the ones underneath, and remove the panel. All right, I only had one of the three bolts down there holding this one on. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna take the one out of this corner again. Nice and loose. All right, let's take a look underneath the car. We have a few fasteners here. It looks like I'm supposed to have one here that's missing. Got one in the middle, missing. Got one over here. So I'm just gonna start taking these off. This one will definitely need to be replaced. You can see this one has had some better days. It has been scraped on the ground and pretty much destroyed. I could barely get the bit on it. All T25 still. This one's had better days. All right, and then right under here in this hole, there's another one. And on this side, one more. Oh, no, that one also missing. All right, next up, we need to pop the hood, and to get the front of this bumper off, there are several clips under here and under the headlights. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove this trim piece. It is just held on by Velcro, so you can just peel it straight up. This part, you have to move this out of the way a little bit to get it out. And these parts separate, but they like to stay together. So I'm just gonna try to keep them together. This. All right, take this off as one piece, get it out of the way. All right, next thing I'm gonna remove the headlights. If you've never done that before, it's very easy. Right in here, you should have a little kit. This kit has a little tool in it that helps you remove the headlights. That's this thing here. Right, let me show you on this side. So it's got a little cap here. You just pop the little rubber plug off, and then you can put the tool in here, and it should lock in like a wrench, and you just turn it. For this one, I'm going to turn it counterclockwise, and it's going to make a popping sound, and you keep turning it just a little bit more back and forth, and it starts to wedge your headlight out for you. Once it gets to that spot, just grab it. It slides right out. Set that somewhere safe. I'll show you what this little tool is turning. this little piece right here locks it onto the bottom. So when I turn it clockwise, it comes up and locks the headlight in place. When I turn it counterclockwise, it unlocks it, and then that little extra bit starts pushing it out for you. All right, fun surprise. So stick this one in and turn it. It doesn't do anything. Looking through the hole, it looks like the little other side that this goes into is stripped. So interesting conundrum. Luckily, you don't have to remove the headlights, I don't think, to remove the bumper. So we're gonna leave one headlight in. And now for the fun part, there are some clips, one on each side, that hold this part together and keep that body line nice and tight. Okay, let me show you the clip. You can see it right here. That's the clip. That little hole in it is part of the clip, and that is what we are going to use to stick a pick tool in there and grab a hold of it and just yank it straight out. Following this body line, just yank it straight out. And one little trick that I learned while doing this on my 987 Cayman is if you just reach under and lift your whole bumper up a little bit while you're doing that, it will relieve the tension on this. So the bumper is kind of weighing down, and this clip is stopping it from coming down. So if you lift it up, there's less tension on this, and it's a lot easier to pull right out. So I just have a little right angle pick, and we'll see if I'm a liar. With my left hand, I'm just reaching down to grab the bumper. My right hand, I'm grabbing the clip. And all right, let me reach under the clip instead of grabbing in that hole at the top of the clip. There we go. Top of the clip seems to be the way to go. All right, so this is what it looks like. Pulled straight out. All right, so we'll come over to the other side. Lift up a little bit. Let's see. It's a little harder to see. There we go. Got it started. Okay. So it's coming out. This time I'm just kind of going slowly so I can see what I'm going to do to put it back in. Okay. So this part kind of hits right there. So, all right, so you're just gonna hook it back in like that. Just getting hung up here. I might trim just a little bit. So, on a good angle. Keep that piece in there. And there's a little track it rides in that you can see when you're down here. Okay. It's gonna be a little tricky. Oops. All right, so it fell down in my bumper. So I think the trick to getting it back in is pulling this out of the way, because I was interfering with it, and then it can slide right back into that channel. All right, next we have 3 T30s along the top of this, so let me remove those. All right, while we're behind the panel back here, you're gonna see this big old electrical connector, and we're gonna go ahead and disconnect that. I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver to push on that to let it release for me. All right, I'll show you what I did. I just took my same trim removal tool and just kind of stuck it under there to wedge that open with one hand, and then pull these two apart. That'll be nice and tough to get apart. But now it is disconnected. All right, then we gotta take out these front corner markers. I just did this recently on one side when I replaced one of them. So I know that right through here, there's like a little tab that you press in, and once you press in that tab, it releases, and you just kind of pull this back this way. I don't know if this trim removal tool is too thick. I think I used like something kind of like a credit card to fit in there and push it. So let me find something. There it is. All right, so once you hit it, it just pops straight out like this. And you got a couple electrical connections to disconnect here. A little fog bulb. And then this bigger light here, which you just twist and remove. And then one more. This is also a twist a little bit and remove, and then you got that out. I'm gonna tuck these in the bumper because they're gonna stay with the car. Now I think it should be ready to start working out. And I heard the little clip that I dropped fall. All right, this side seems to be coming off. The other side seems to not want to come off yet, so maybe I forgot a screw somewhere. Oh, nope, it's just stuck. Just a little shift. All right, the fun in trying to do this yourself. That up. This kind of has two little clips up here that come out. And sweet release. See if there's anything still connected. All right. Has to come through there. Okay. Some weird little clip contraption. Okay, so this wiring harness that we disconnected can come out here like that. And this little guy is trapped inside this weird little clip. So that's supposed to keep it up there, I guess. But there we have it. Front bumper is now removed. And all is well. All right, final tip when you are putting this back on, don't pull your lighting stuff through down here. Pull it through here. Otherwise, it is trapped in this thing and you have to take your bumper back off to get it up here. Luckily, I only put a few bolts in and those clips, but yeah. Gotta pull it back off. All right, hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of the new 997 content coming out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.